What's up, people? Doing a quick video here on one of my latest pickups. I will wipe the blade off real quick, which is a Rockstead Shin ZDP. I've had it for about a week, maybe two weeks now. But I'm not going to do specs and all that just because it's been done before. I'm just going to kind of give my initial thoughts on it, and yeah, that's about it. But first off, I'll just go off with this blade here. The mirror polish, I love this blade, is gorgeous. The mirror polish is like freaking flawless. I have cut some shit with it, so there are some like tiny micro scratches on it. But you can see all this shit. There's my iced tea, my little bullshit, there's my marine flag, little battery powered lantern. I mean, the mirror on this thing is gorgeous. There is some kind of coating on the flats, I forget what it is, but there's the Rockstead logo. I even really like the fuller with the hole in it. On the other side, it says the model, and I believe the model in Japanese, I guess. I don't know. The blade I can't complain about at all. The handle, at this price range, this knife really leaves me with wanting something more for the handles. I like the overall, I like the shape, the look, but the aluminum, coated aluminum, I mean, the shit scratches up easy, and it's not like bead blasted tie where I can send this into Chris Reeve and you can get it blasted. I could even take this over to Buddy's house and he could pretty much blast it back to where it looked new. The Stingray is nice. It feels good. I dig it. But I like the milling even. It's just the handle leaves me wanting something more. The pocket clip, same thing. It says made in Japan on it. It's kind of chintzy. I mean, this is a very expensive knife, and I expect a little bit more. And I'm not even a huge into like the milled pocket clips, just because functionality-wise, spring clips are usually better. I've had quite a plethora of milled pocket clips, and some of them are excellent, but a lot of them, one, either cause a hot spot just because they're so big and they sit up off of it, or two, you know, either incredibly loose or incredibly tight. So that is what it is. A well-done milled pocket clip can be perfect in both of those aspects, though, but that's just me. But it is pretty slick. There is kind of like a little bit of texture look to this. If it'll zoom in, and there you go. But in all honesty, if you're using this and sweating, it probably would be a little slick. The ergonomics, though, are great. I love the shape of the handle, that swell there, with kind of like the finger choil of the swell, and then that curve. I mean, it really locks in my hand there. So, but I still feel like it might be a little slick. The Stingray helps a little bit, and the shit back here is kind of grippy, not really. And the jimping is kind of like the jimping on a Sebenza 21, where it's really not that effective whatsoever. That being said, nothing serious. The fit and finish is outstanding. I mean, this is a hell of a, very well-made knife. I was going to just say a hell of a knife, but whatever. Lockup's about 40-50%. It is totally solid. There's no play whatsoever. It is very smooth. It's definitely smoother than a Sebenza. So action's good, and the lockup is excellent. The centering is maybe a touch off to the presentation side, but when I say a touch, I mean it's being very, very nitpicky, but it is. So overall, I really like this knife. But I can't love it just at the price range, what I paid for it. If this was like $850, I would love it, and that's still a lot of money. But it was probably the sharpest knife I ever got out of the box. But I'm gonna be honest, just talking edge sharpness here, I really don't see any performance benefits over a knife that's been mirror polished on a wicked edge. So that being said, I've cut up cardboard using both of these knives, and I don't really see any benefit there either. And I'm not talking like in the scientific way where I measured it by like 0.1 pounds. I'm talking me as a general user, just your average Joe, are you going to notice a big difference? I didn't. I don't really, it's not like this is the miracle knife or something, miracle cutter. It is extremely sharp. I am not new to convex, but I own two, and I really haven't used the convex blade shape enough to figure out if I like it more or less. And that is what it is. It's pretty thick, and the same thing. It's about the same size as the Sebenza 25, so it's probably somewhere around 140 thou thick blade stock. But like I said, cutting in like something like a long piece of cardboard, I don't see much improvement on that. Now, if it lasts because of the heat treat and the geometry or whatever, if the edge lasts as long as it's supposed to, that is something that will bring up my, I don't know how to even, just my accepting of what the price tag was. That will make a little bit of a difference to me. So I obviously can't tell you that after owning it for 2 weeks. We will see how that goes. But overall, I mean, the fit and finish are excellent. The blade is absolutely stunning. It is gorgeous. My shitty video is not going to do it any justice. And I overall like the design. But like I said, at this price point, I really want something more out of the handle. That may be just me, but that is what it is. And like I said, the cutting performance, it definitely cuts well. I have a Zubang forged. It's thinner, convex. It cuts cardboard better than this with less tension, but obviously it's thinner, and it's thinner the whole way, you know, behind the edge all the way up to the top. So, and like I said, I am no scientific guy. I'm not Cliff Stamp. I'm just your average user, and I don't really see any benefit when cutting materials like that. The whole phone book thing where the guy presses down and cuts a phone book, you know, a chunk of phone book, I can do that with my other knives. I've done it on Instagram before with something that was way thicker behind the edge than this was. So I don't really think that's a miracle. But like I said, if this really lasts for a couple years without having to resharpen it, I'll be happy. And I don't mind sending it to Japan, to be quite honest, if it lasts that long, because I do enough knife sharpening where it'll be nice for me once just to send it out and say, here, you do it. I'm tired of doing it. But that being said, everyone, you know, values shit differently, and that's just my honest opinion about it, and I just figured I'd throw it out there. But overall, I do think it's a great knife. I mean, it really is. The fit and finish is excellent, and it's comfortable. It carries well. It's got a nice heft to it. That definitely doesn't feel chintzy in hand. That being said, I just have, at that price point, I have a hard time loving the knife. And that's my opinion, guys, and let me know what you think. I'm out.